My journey to you here today actually started in my high school choir room. Now, I guess I have to thank my sister because she is the one who actually got me into choir. And around my sophomore year, I was able to actually work on the light and sound crew for my school. And it was around springtime, and my choir teacher came up to me saying, "Hey, Andrew, you know audio, correct?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Oh, we need somebody to run sound for the school musical." I was like, "Sure, why not? When does it start?" She's like, "Oh, Tech Week starts this week." I was unceremoniously dropped into this industry. This show, Mystery of Edwin Drood, actually happens to be one of my favorite shows to run because it's so chaotic for the crew until the second act. Because you're flipping pages, the audience decides what goes on, and that kind of content is what I want to create. Where it's invigorating for the crew and for the audience to experience something. Now, while this was a great thing to do in high school, and it was a lot of fun to work on the next 3 years of concerts and plays and such, it was time to move on to something bigger and better. I went on to take an internship up in Massachusetts, and through this, I got to see the other side or another level of the productions that I wanted to do. Everything I had done would have been high school or non-professional, and here was a professional company that was taking me in and letting me see what actually went on. And it was very humbling to see how much went into each production. I knew only to an extent what actually happened behind the scenes. Through this company, I got to work with major instruments of this field, as well as work with like-minded individuals, some professional and some non. And all of this just opened up my mind to what this industry could be for me, what I could take this passion and actually run with it, and make everything I want to do in the future about this. After working for that company, I went back to school for a year, finished my degree, and then went to actually work for another company called Steiner Studios as an audio apprentice. And there I got to hone my skills working audio, working with QLab, working with different boards, and just got to see another professional setting where it was actually recorded instead of live. And that kind of opened my eyes to the other side of this industry. Recorded content that people can enjoy. While I knew this was a factor in some plays where they recorded live audio and live video for any package deals to be sold, I never really looked at the movie or the video side of production as a viable option for my job. Eventually, I got the green light from my family to allow me to go to a school where I could hone my skills. The school itself was called Full Sail University. I got to work in a professional environment of production, but also learning as a student and being honed by all the master craftsmen of teachers that are there. While I was attending Full Sail, I was able to hone my skills and develop kind of a brand for myself. And while I was there, I delved into a little bit of YouTube, into a little bit of Twitch, but mainly I was still focused on the live productions, and that's what I've kind of just found my heart loves. When I began school at Full Sail, I never really found myself doing too many shows. I did one or maybe two every month if I could, but I was kind of just focusing on my schools at that time. But as my months went on for schooling, I got more and more involved in the productions on campus. And I found that even though the schooling was great, the best experience I could have was doing more and more shows and getting more and more practice at my skills. So eventually I just ended up doing show after show, week after week at the school, and I loved it. It was something that gave me a little purpose, a little more fire in my studies as well. And by the end of my schooling, I had done the behind-the-scenes tour for the school for the last 10 months while I was there. And there was no better feeling than seeing all of the new prospective students enjoying what was going on because we were doing a great show. Close to the beginning of my schooling, I started also delving into YouTube creation. And I kind of just made myself into a gaming YouTuber because that seemed to be the thing at the time. And I enjoyed gaming. It was another passion of mine. And a lot of my friends and I, we did a lot of funny stuff. But we just never recorded it or got anyone else to see it. And I wanted to be one of those people that everyone enjoyed my friends and I being an idiot. And it was a great thing to see that my YouTube channel actually grew into a small following of 250,000 people. And it's astonishing to see that this many people enjoy my friends and I. And then I got into Twitch streaming, and I got another small following of around 500 people who watch me weekly. I just do this for fun, with friends, and I don't know why it's such a great feeling to see this many people enjoying content, but I just can't get away from it. I want people to enjoy anything that I do. I want to make people laugh, people have a great experience at anything, a concert, a YouTube video, a Twitch stream. Just have people laugh and enjoy something. I also want to be the person that gets a production off its feet. I want to be that person that has an idea or sees a bright idea, gets it to someone who can make it happen, or make it happen myself if I can't get it to anyone. I want to be the person that makes somebody else's dream happen. Maybe not in the management sense, but if I can be the sound engineer at somebody's first gig where they're nervous, it's their first time ever on stage in front of an audience, and they can just have a little bit of confidence from someone as simple as their sound engineer or the stage manager or something like that. That's what I want to do with this industry. I want to make this industry grow, not only on the major, but on the minor scale where people are not used to having a crew, having people work for them or under them. I want to be able to take somebody's idea, their dream, their passion, and push that to become something great. I want to be able to take an idea from the ground up and make it into something great. I want to make this stage become this stage. Isn't that just what content creators do? They make great things out of nothing. As a closing point, I would just like to say thank you for having me here at Rooster Teeth Production. Thank you for seeing me for this interview. And just one quick final question is, if we can't make people laugh and we can't make people smile with our content, then why are we here?